Hello, friends. Welcome back once again. And as you know, I am Loni, your girl, and this is Motivational Chronicles. Hi. Today we are gonna be delving into a couple of stuff. I know I'm not the only one who noticed these things. So we are gonna be talking a bit about what they don't tell you about England. Yeah, when you were coming here, I'm sure they didn't say some of these things. Yeah. Yeah, they spoke a whole lot of stuff, but they didn't mention these things to you, and we are going to be delving into some of them today. Yeah. So remember, with God, all things are possible according to Matthew 19, verse 26. And not just because the Bible says it, but because I'm a living, walking, breathing testimony. Yes. So God deserves all the glory, all the praise, all the time. Yeah. I told you already, try him and you'll prove him for yourself. Okay, let's dive right into it. Now, as you know, I am a midwife from Jamaica living in England, and I work in the NHS at present. Now, what they didn't tell us back home is that every single NHS trust is different. When I say different, they have different rules, they have different regulations, they have different policies, they have different principles, they have different laws that are associated with each of them. I didn't know that until I got here. Yeah, I thought everybody would be on one accord. You know, one of the reasons I left Jamaica was because I thought that there was a bit of disunity. Is that a word, by the way? Yeah, they weren't unified. Yeah. I thought that the different hospitals, they did their own thing, and I was shocked out of my wits when I came here, and it was even greater. Yes. So every NHS trust does things a bit differently. Yeah. So what you do in one trust doesn't necessarily mean that it will be practiced in another. I've learned that. Number two, some of the roads are so narrow for a first world country that two vehicles can't pass at the same time. Honestly, the first time I saw, I was like, "What is this? Am I in England?" Because the roads are supposed to be big and wide and pretty, right? They are so narrow, honestly. And then I think what contributes to this as well, not that they're wide anyways, but the vehicles park on the roadside. There's not parking space in the yards for cars. The cars, if you own a car, it's parked on the road mainly, unless you live in the posh communities, of course, or I've seen forgive me, I don't go to a lot of places in England. Yeah, so in London I've seen places where there's adequate parking spaces in the yards, and mind you, in communities where I am living at, there are some where there's adequate parking spaces in the yard. Yeah, but I'm speaking about for majority of communities don't have parking spaces in the yard. I'm say slap me on my wrist if me wrong. Tell me in the comment section if we're wrong. I'm not saying that you don't have parking in homes, in the yards. There are, but they are far less than they are. Yeah? There are far less houses with adequate parking spaces in the yard than there are houses with parking spaces in the yard. You said that back way? I hope not. Honestly. So because there most times the parking is on the roadside, the vehicles have even greater challenges. Sometimes one vehicle have to stop all the way down the bottom of the road to allow the other one to pass, because both of them are not able to pass at the same time. Yeah. Okay, another thing that I have noticed since I've been here is that people say sorry for every single thing. Sorry. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean that they are apologetic because they have done something wrong. It doesn't mean that they're admitting that they're guilty for some reason or another. They just say sorry. Yeah. So that is one thing that I found shocking when I came here as well. The other thing that sometimes honestly they say sorry and I don't even know why I'm saying sorry. Okay. The other thing that I found that people didn't tell me, and it was a culture shock when I came here, was the bus system in some of the rural areas. And I can't talk about which part I live because I've it's a lived experience. And so where I live, when I came here, that was a shocker for me. It was so demotivating that I didn't want to take the bus anymore. So you use the bus. You can use an app to access information about the bus system, and then when you do that, say for example it says the bus is coming 7:15. Sometimes you get to that bus stop 7:15 and the bus doesn't turn up. Sometimes it's 7:15, you see, oh, it's gonna be 5 minutes late, 7 minutes late. And then sometimes you wait there for the entire 7 minutes and the bus doesn't turn up. Just imagine in the cold winter months, waiting until the bus is shortly passing to get to the bus stop. And then, because it has happened to me before, and then when I get to the bus stop, the bus just doesn't come. And then I have to walk to work. Yes. So the bus doesn't come and then I have to walk to work in that cold temperature because the bus didn't come. Yeah. So sometimes the bus system can be very unreliable. And nobody told me that before. Another thing that I found when I got here, and I know it's not only the county I'm living in, because I have asked questions and I have did a mini investigation. People don't cover their mouths when they cough. In my home country, if you cough, you are taught to cover your mouth. Whether it's going to be in the elbow or it's going to be with a napkin and then discarded. Yeah, but you are taught to cover your mouth. If it's even in your clothing, when you cough, you cover your mouth. People don't cover their mouths when they cough here. No, they cough, man. You're in the bus and they're coughing. They cough. And sometimes I wonder, how did they manage in COVID? And you know what? They have to go to work. When they have the flu, when they have the cold, they have to go. So you know that more people will be coming down with the cold and the flu virus, yeah? Because they just cough on you. I've been sick several times when I get to work because people are there coughing away. So that was a shocker for me because I know that in my home country, I am told if you're sick, stay home. If you have the flu, stay home. But that was a big shocker for me. It was. Yeah. Another thing that I found that people didn't tell me before I got here, because when I came, I thought, oh my God, these people are so friendly. They're so polite. Oh, I was wrong. They are socialized to be polite. They're socialized to be friendly. It doesn't mean that you're their friend or they're your friend. It doesn't mean that. They will have a chat with you, and I mean a good chat. They'll tell you their life story in the blink of an eye. They'll greet you. They'll smile with you. They have the brightest, most beautiful smiles. But it means nothing. They'll pass you on the road the following day as if they have never seen you a day in their lives. That was a shocker for me. Because I thought if you're having casual dialogue with people, then of course it must mean something. It doesn't. Don't let it fool you, it doesn't. Another thing, so they are only socialized to be friendly and polite, all right? But please, don't be fooled. Another thing that I found was very difficult, or things that people didn't tell me, or what I didn't know before I come here, is that getting an appointment to see the GP would be this challenging. I wasn't expecting that at all. Getting an appointment to see the GP in England is... I've never pulled a teeth before, but I've heard that it's very painful, and I'm just going to associate with it. Pulling a teeth. Honestly. So you're required to make the appointment via an app. And then they'll be requesting a phone call if they think it is urgent. And if it's not urgent, you'll be getting that call within 3 days. And that's if the app doesn't close before you get on it. And so at the end of the 3 days, they'll prescribe medication. And if that medication doesn't work after you purchase it, then you'll have to get back to them. And it's another pull teeth story to get back to them, to get another appointment. And then the face-to-face appointment, if they deem it necessary, is going to be weeks later. Weeks later. I'm not talking about an appointment for surgery. I'm talking about a regular routine appointment to see a doctor because you're not well at the moment. I'm telling you about the benefits of living in Jamaica. You can just walk out one doctor office and you'll be seen. Get your medications the very same day. Not here. Not here. And it's not just this little rural county where I live in. You know that rural. You know that bad. That's just 45 minutes from London. So it should be doing better, right? Same thing for London. Let me just add that little part here. And the other thing that shocks me is the amount of gaslighting and racism that you would experience once you get here. That is mind-boggling. I mean, I didn't even realize that gaslighting was so prevalent, that gaslighting was so intense. Can't find another word right now until I get here. Yeah. I mean, something would have been done wrong to you, and then your reaction, right, would be as a result of what was done wrong. But then they turn it back on you to let you feel like you were wrong in the first place. Oh my God. That is so much. Yeah. And the subtle racism. You don't even see it coming. You don't even know it's there, but it's there. That's a bit, yeah, some people, they don't tell you these things before you get here, right? But why should they anyways? I mean, they're still in a beautifully wonderful country with no flaws. So why would they tell you all of these things? There's no need to tell you the bad things, the challenging stuff that you'll experience. Yeah, come work for them, don't. So there's no need to tell you. You just have to live through them. Persevere. But I have one good thing to tell you. Is that once you allow God to lead, then you can't go wrong. You'll never go wrong. You just have to allow God to lead you, to guide you, and to direct you, you know. Ask Him to give you strength when you feel weak, because I promise you that He'll do. I can't let go of me, God, you know. He's done so much for me. I cannot tell it all. Don't listen to the voice. Continue to stay with Lonely. Have a blessed day, blessed year, blessed month, blessed season. Continue to be blessed. Stay blessed. Grow with me as I continue to inspire you. Yeah? Yeah, man. Make all of the earth people get up here and, combine, put hands and hearts together and heal some people. God bless. See you in another video, or you'll see me in another video. See you next time. Inshallah.